Hey, welcome to Red State Update. My name's Jackie Brawls.
Folks, people, it's Dunlap. Your old buddy Dunlap, the Dirt Nap, the Chicken Springer Rum Finger.
Fine.
And if you are tuned in to hear us talk all about the first Trump-Biden debate, oh man, imagine 4 years ago, like opening a time portal and hearing myself say that. I'd be like, why did I even open this time portal? You're going to have to open a time portal yourself and wait till the end of the podcast, because right now we're recording this before the podcast.
Our lives are
infinitely better than they are going to be after the debate. So you're going to want to hang out with us, just to hang out. We thought we'd get on here and talk a little bit about Trump's taxes and the fact that he mocks the evangelical Christians who put him in office, and the fact that The Rock endorsed Biden. I mean, that's like 3 strikes right there. You just start with The Rock, 1 strike.
Wrestler.
Yeah, he's a wrestler, Jackie.
Yeah.
And he come out.
I know him. I know he. Yeah.
He does not like to rock the boat at all. He likes to. He comes out and he says, "I'm going to make $1 million bajillion this way by inspiring people with my shoulders. And if I do something controversial, that hurts my cheap day pancake money." So somebody, I don't know if The Rock has internal polling himself, but somebody said, "Rock, you got to endorse Joe Biden, because either it's going to be a blowout landslide and everybody's going to vote for Joe Biden and you're going to look like an idiot for not endorsing Joe Biden, or the world's going to end and you can't eat pancakes on Instagram in the burning rubble of society."
Pancakes.
I don't know which one it was.
What, the wrestler eats pancakes?
Yes, because he works out and he has a cheat day. And then he says inspiring, like, don't give up.
He got coronavirus, didn't he?
Oh, shit, no wonder.
He got coronavirus. I'd vote. That mean they couldn't be that simple enough. The hell with this.
He got coronavirus and Trump murdered the movies.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's 2 reasons right there.
All this Trump's fault, every bit of it. Can't go to the movies. Can't go out to eat. Can't go. It ain't like, oh, this is too bad. I wish things were better. No, it's him. If you're living somewhere else, another country, you go see a movie, get something to eat, or whatever the hell you want, go back home.
And not die. Like you can do that in Florida, which is sort of another country, but you will die.
Yeah, they opened up there you go to movies and drink, do whatever you want to do, yeah. And Disney World ain't doing too good. They laid off about almost 30,000 people, I think, employees. Disneyland, Disney World, all of them.
This is what you want a month before the election. Major layoffs. Look, I don't want people to get laid off. I don't want people to get sick. I want Trump to pay his taxes. None of these things. Outlook is not good with Trump as president. I'm not celebrating because now we get to take Trump down. We get to take Trump down because he's not doing his stupid fucking job.
Hey, watch your mouth, but yeah.
Disney laying off 28,000 people.
You think about it, Trump, it's not like he ain't doing his job. It's like he's keeping everybody in every, the CDC, he's stopping them from doing their job. You ain't gonna say that. Don't say that. Say this. Kids can't go to school and ain't nothing wrong with it. Put that out, CDC. Well, if I do my job, I'm a scientist. I was like, no, You ain't doing your job no more. You're doing this, whatever the hell this is. I think it's destroy this country.
That's complicated because the other side of Trump is he wants everybody to go do their jobs no matter how many of them die.
Yep.
So teachers, go do your job. So the other side of it is he's keeping the CDC from doing their job of keeping students alive by forcing teachers to do their job, which now is, before it was just teach kids and learn how to work a gun to take care of any people coming in to shoot up a bunch of kids. Now the third part of that is kill the children in a different way, or at least use them to kill their grandparents. That is the problem with the school shooters. This is taking a dark turn early on, and they just got the kids. But with coronavirus, Trump has expanded how we kill people in America, because you can start with the kids and then just kind of careen off them into the rest of the family.
If you thought schools were dangerous because of guns, you won't even. You'll be begging for them days.
But anyway, this guy's ruined the economy and the health of America, and embarrassed us on the world stage. Is debating later tonight because apparently much of the country still wants to vote for him.
Why are they even having a debate? Anytime, all they CNN does it all the time. Well, you listen to him for about 10 minutes and then they go, well, I guess the president ain't saying anything, so we're going to quit. Like they're making a big statement. Like, oh, we're not going to show that because he's just running his mouth like he does. Why'd you put him on to begin with? What you going to do tonight that he ain't done since he ever heard of the damn man? He going to lie and be a rear end. He don't do nothing else but that. Lie and be a butthole. That's it.
It's true. It's like a third grader announcing, during recess, I shall pick my nose and eat it. And then everybody goes to watch. And then one kid makes a big show going, disgusting. Like, he said what he's going to do. He's been telling us the whole time he's just going to pick his nose and eat it.
Yeah.
I guess with Trump, it's more like he's picking his nose and trying to make us eat it.
Yeah, that's it. Shoving it down your mouth. Here. Yeah. But we'll see if he has any special Trump tricks up his sleeves tonight, because I tell you what, he sure has been preparing for this debate for at least 2 or 3 hours. And he's got the best debate coaches known to man. It's Rudy Giuliani and Chris Christie. What sort of advice you think that they give him?
Who am I debating? I'm here for that. Trump, you suck. Trump, you can't. Chris Christie, though, they're trying to play Joe Biden, and Chris Christie's like, President Trump, I just think you shut up, Christie. He can't take any criticism, even when Chris Christie's pretending to be Joe Biden. Which is, what do you think? No, that's not how Biden would be. Biden would be asleep. He would have fallen asleep. No, he wouldn't know who I am. He'd have to ask people who I am. He'd have to the earpiece. He'd have to ask the earpiece where he was and what was happening. You're not doing a good job, Chris Christie.
I never thought I'd live to see the day where I'd have 1 ounce of sympathy for Chris Christie. He deserves it, though. He deserves every minute of it. Being in a room with the president and Rudy Giuliani. That's just the one. Yeah.
We can only imagine. He knows what that's like, and he's coming back for it. I can only assume it's some sexual thing that he gets off on, because there's no other reason for that man to go back and continue to take this abuse?
I guess it's a situation. I mean, things are so bad, no one else will have you.
So, Jackie, Donald Trump, who is the president right now, and who we'll be enjoying in a debate later on, talking to Joe Biden, his old friend, paid $750 in taxes in 2016 and 17. New York Times got a hold of Trump's taxes, apparently. He paid nothing in taxes like 10 other years of the last 15 years. He ain't paying no taxes. That's bad.
All this is bad, but let's be honest. The only thing out of this that I really not even surprised me, but of course I know he didn't pay tax. He bragged about it when he ran for president last time. I'm smart. I don't pay taxes. Well, I guess he's pretty smart. If you supposed billionaire only put on $750. But the main thing come out of this story is he ain't got a dime, really. He in debt.
He's in debt. It looks like $421 million. He could be forced to pay back $100 million to the IRS over a $72.9 million income tax refund he got in 2010. He's got no money. It's so much debt. That's the kind of thing that keeps you from getting a security clearance, and let alone being the president. It's a security risk. I mean, who knows? Is that why he's always so nice to Putin and Saudi Arabia, covering up murders here and there? Can never say nothing bad about Putin. Can never say nothing bad about Saudi Arabia. Can never say nothing bad. The damn Ivanka, they think that she's in trouble because he wrote off as consulting fees $28 million, where it seems like she double dipped on some deals where she was already working for him, and then also got a consulting fees just because he needed to hide some money. Oh, and $70,000 for hairstyling.
What?
Jackie, do you think looking like a ridiculous clown comes cheap?
Evidently not.
No, it's costing us millions.
What the hell is wrong with anybody? How much does it take? I first we thought it was when you made fun of disabled people. No, that's not it. Next time we thought porn star. No. Recently, soldiers. It's calling American soldiers losers. It's stupid. No, that ain't it. Paid $750 damn in taxes. That's got to stick to somebody. Somebody out there is just thinking a little bit different. So we'll see what Joe Biden can use with that tonight. $750. Hell.
I mean, we knew that he was a con man. We knew that he was a symbol of greed. We knew that he was a rapist. We knew that he was I'm going to forget some.
It's hard to keep up.
Doesn't like the Christians, doesn't like the soldiers. But I don't know if we knew how big of a failure he was.
Yeah, big for someone. By far, I would say the biggest failure that ever made it to the White House.
I mean, just a con. He kept going. He ran for president, I'm assuming, just to make money.
Yep. Which
is a good grift.
Yeah. He wanted to get that TV show back. You know, the ratings weren't too good. He was trying to I need to get out there, which I never have seen. Still to this day, I ain't seen him fire nobody on that thing. Never saw it once in my life. I don't know how many people didn't, or whatever. But yeah, and I need to run for president. I'll sell some T-shirts, some hats. We'll get the show back on air. I can go back to the table and, we can get a deal going. Had to keep that money flowing.
So he gets to be president, and he's like, well, I can make money this way. Oh, this is better. Plus, I get to run the world. which he's not interested in. He's still only interested in watching TV and being on TV. So he uses the country to prop up his ego and his businesses and stay out of jail and keep himself from having to pay debt back. At the expense of democracy and the continuation of the United States of America.
Everybody, you're concerned, which you should be, that, it's a national security risk if he owes money to, that's leverage somebody got against him. I knew that. We all knew that. But what if he loses, hope to God, and this next civil war doesn't start, and, the streets don't run red with blood, nothing. Everybody just kind of goes, maybe drives around in their boat, have a few boat parades for him. And he just goes on wherever he's going to go to, besides the courthouse in New York, a few of them. What? He needs money. He can give this information that he's gathered already to anybody he wants to. He walks around with that. Now, how much does he remember or comprehend? We're hoping at this point the generals that have all left repeatedly and distanced themselves from him, military had to come out and tell a reporter, we're making plans to make sure everything's going to be just fine if this administration tries to pull a coup. Don't you worry. We won't take sides.
And just maybe we've got some young listeners or some people who don't pay super attention to politics or elections or the military. That's not usual.
No.
That doesn't happen. Oh, well, here every 4 years when there's an election, military comes out and says, okay, just y'all relax. We're going to make sure there's no coups. It's just standard procedure, just every year. Oh, yeah, they did that. Kind of like the place in New Hampshire where they catch the first boat. Military comes out, just ceremonial, just pretty boilerplate at this point. They just come out and they say, no coups, don't worry. See y'all later. See y'all in 4 years. No, this is upsettingly rare.
Every general that's worked with them that I in their position now quit and come out and said, this man is a dangerous threat to our country. Mattis, McAster, I don't know hell all the names. Other than Flynn, there's people leaving every day now. The young lady worked for Pence. She's out there telling everybody, said, get them kids in school. He didn't give a damn about and don't tell them that. If you tell them that, they're liable to get scared, get sick. Remember, he don't want to scare nobody. That's what he told Bob Woodward. Remember that? I don't want to scare nobody. We don't need to scare these kids. We need to get each and every one of them back in school. Don't tell them kids can get it. Are you crazy? Old people. Tell them old people get it. Half of them are retired that don't work anyway. Let them sit their butts at home.
I think the old people are racist enough that they'll continue to vote for me even if I'm killing them. I'm gonna gamble. Failed into the White House and has continued to fail as president at the expense of 200,000 American lives. Just failing all over the place, all over us. Just it's killing us with that failure. And he even failed. The Trump brand failed him because he didn't come up like, I'm rich businessman, which a lot of people still believe. Great negotiator, all this stuff. That's true. I mean, people believe that. It's not true that he is any of that stuff. I just admit that people believe that. But the reason he got elected was the racism, which I guess you could argue was part of the Trump brand for a while anyway. But that racism, he couldn't even slide in there as, Trump, the businessman, he really had to be racist to get in there. So he even failed at being Trump. Just a lot of failure. I just want to hammer that home. While you're like $750. I could use $750. Weren't we supposed to get like another $750? Y'all ain't gonna get that $750.
No.
Jackie, you're not gonna get another $700. Whatever.
Wait
you ain't
for
gonna
it.
get $600.
Mnuchin and Pelosi can sit there and argue all they want. I ain't sitting there waiting. They don't, because it's bad that people who need it. People have food banks are running out. and they're up there arguing over this much money, that much money. At this point, they give some people some damn money.
Is that what Dennis Quaid is supposed to do? Deliver everybody?
First I heard that he was doing some commercial for Trump, and I said, "Well, the hell, I thought the other one was crazy." But no, these are Dr. Fauci commercials and not Trump commercials.
Mm. So I guess
that's what he's saying. I don't know.
So we don't know yet whether Dennis Quaid can kiss my ass.
England. I ain't gonna say it, but yeah.
My favorite Dennis Quaid. I used to think Dennis Quaid was cool. I remember reading an article about him and Lincoln Continental with his feet out the window. I can't remember if he had shoes on or not, and they were just blasting the Atlantic Rhythm and Blues cassette tape. It's like a Rolling Stone profile from 1987. I wasn't alive in 1987. It's just sometimes I like to do research on Dennis Quaid, and it turned. So we don't know yet whether he's good or bad.
Well, they also said the article come out. It said Dennis Quaid's doing it, and if you read it, which when people pass these articles around, read one occasionally, just occasionally. Just don't go by what it. You got to read the damn thing. It said Garth Brooks was approached. Didn't say he was doing it. And I guess poor old Garth Brooks caught a bunch of hell, which I would have given to him had I not read the whole article completely. So I understand telling Garth to stick it where the sun don't shine if he was doing something with Trump, but I guess he ain't. So
Garth Brooks got a lot of trouble with conservatives because they thought he was wearing a Bernie Sanders jersey. Remember when that happened? Like if you're Garth Brooks might as well come out and endorse somebody because you're gonna get it either way. Everybody's just trying to read that Garth Brooks tea leaves.
If The Rock can do it, so can you, Garth Brooks. Swing out on that rope and tell us who you're voting for.
That rope, he still get out there on that rope.
That's what he used to do, is swing on a rope, Tarzan. I didn't understand it, but I guess that's what country music, I guess, at the time was missing, because I never did understand it. I like French in Low Places. I like that song. He got one real good country song. He's all right. I don't dislike Garth Brooks, but that's one for that one goes in the great country song suitcase.
Oh, Jackie, as long as we're talking about Trump, are we still talking about Trump?
Why?
So Donald Trump mocks religious people. This article in the Atlantic, a lot of it comes from Michael Cohen. You don't like Michael Cohen, I'm sure you. But there was this one paragraph here that says, in private, many of Trump's comments about religion are marked by cynicism and contempt.
Yeah, you think?
That's really? That could be his comments about anything. According to people who have worked for him. Former aides told me they've heard Trump ridicule conservative religious leaders, dismiss various faith groups with cartoonish stereotypes, and deride certain rights and doctrines held sacred by many of the Americans who constitute his base. Fuck Donald Trump.
Hey,
that's my job.
This don't make them
religious people with cartoonish stereotypes is one of my favorite things to do.
This don't make a bit of sense to me. It's just like if you're a Christian and you got Jesus in your heart, everything it shouldn't have to mock you for you to finally wake up. Like everything the man, just him existing should offend you, and every principle you have that you learned from a damn Bible, excuse me, in church. Everything you learned, and I guarantee you, every little class you had, Bible class, they talked to you, I guarantee you, he'd be the example of the awful, just pitiful.
Yeah, I don't understand every little thing about religion. But from what I know of the Bible, if you are truly a Christian and when you look upon Donald Trump, your eyes should boil and pop out of your head. If you're truly a Christian.
He shouldn't have to talk behind your back. Why'd you give him the opportunity to?
I know.
Don't make a bit of sense. Never will. Never will to me.
But they always say, well, look, I don't expect Trump to teach Sunday school to my kids. I've heard this, but it's in this article. Somebody said, I don't expect him to be. I just expect him to appoint judges who take away other people's rights. He does not know the words to Old Rugged Cross. I think these people out there, though, who do think that Trump is religious, that he's praying every night.
They send him Bibles. He got a warehouse full of Bibles. People send him.
You think he really? That's what was reported, right? That he keeps a warehouse.
He said it. Yeah, of course he don't. That goes straight in the trash. You know it.
I probably. What's the matter with the trash chute? I got another Bible stuck in it.
You save me one. Save me one. I won't get the military to put tear gas on all these protesters.
Yeah,
just need one Bible for that. Just need one. I don't need all these. Get them out of my way.
I need a Bible for after the election when we gun down protesters and I can stand over their bodies in the street and hold the Bible up. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope it doesn't.
I don't know what to believe in anymore because one night you look at the TV and there are people telling you it's a second Civil War. Here we go. You're mixing all these conspiracy theories. You got a president that just openly said he's going to contest the election. If he doesn't win, he's going to say it was corrupt. I mean, that's the end of the discussion. That's the situation.
He's saying it's corrupt now. He's on Twitter every day.
He's already laying the groundwork. Russia's going to pitch in, help him a little bit. Pitiful.
Oh, and that article about the religious people, they go down further into, if you read further, he's got Don Jr. in Utah going after the Mormons.
What?
Don Jr. is the member of the Trump administration. Is he a member of the? I mean, he is a member of the administration. He sent Don Jr. out to court the Mormons. He wants to get all the Mormons back. So he sends Don Jr., which I think, I haven't read all of the Book of Mormon, but I think there's a picture of Don Jr. in there as the anti-Mormon.
Mitt Romney, they're on better terms now. He got Mitt Romney to help him a little bit because they're going to put the lady on the court. What's her name? Barrett, yeah.
When I shared, so Michael Cohen says Trump always made fun of Romney's faith in private and was especially vicious when he learned about the religious undergarments worn by many Latter-day Saints. Oh my God, how many times did he bring up Mitt Romney in the undergarments, said Cohen. Which would be a good band name. I don't know that. At this point, Jackie, we've been doing this, talking about Trump for 5 years.
Too long. Should have never had to.
I don't understand why these articles come out that tell us sort of what we already knew about the taxes and the Christians. But I feel like we've even seen some of these similar articles before. I don't know what it is we expect the American people to do. Like, we knew that he wasn't good, and I'm just going to assume that they know that he wasn't good. A big portion of them. You got Fox News, you got Facebook, you got Breitbart. You don't see maybe all of this stuff if you're in a Trump bubble. I don't know how many people he conned or how many people knew they were being conned but just decided to go along with it because racism, money, I don't know. What was the thing that people just decided to go along with this pitiful, pathetic failure of a man?
Some people like this TV show. They think it's funny. They do. They think hurting people and everything awful comes out of the man's mouth, him ripping the country off, him killing 200 so far, 1,000 Americans. Some people like this show. They just prop their feet up and used to be on, remember, just one night a week. He'd fire people, and now he 24/7. This entertains some people. There's minds like that out there.
He's getting ready for the next episode of the show right now. He's probably backstage shooting up Adderall. He has to be on Adderall, right? I know we've made little jokes here and there, but I don't know that I really believed it until he accused Biden of being on Adderall.
As soon as he says it out loud, then you know, oh, okay, well, he's on Adderall.
I mean, everything did we ever check his birth certificate? Because for all I know, he was the one born in Africa. I mean, I guess Trumps don't really go to Africa unless they're like looting a religious site for gold or killing lions. So maybe not that one. Unless that's where they keep the Adderall.
Is that over?
The country?
Yes.
Yep, I think so.
Obviously.
I think that was it. I think we just watched it at the end of America, and it was moderated by Chris Wallace, as I always knew it would be. Chris Wallace is going home. Listen, we're all a little depressed about the president telling the Proud Boys to stand by and refusing to condemn white supremacy and basically invalidating the results of an American election as it's happening. But Chris Wallace is at home looking in the mirror right now going, I thought you were going to do a better job than that. Damn you.
He's about to, I think he talks to himself in his daddy's voice, right? Is that what he does?
I think so. He looks in the mirror and goes, you pathetic piece of shit.
Hey.
I think I'm doing Don Adams. I missed it by that much. I guess it's the same.
Don Adams.
But if it was Don Adams, at least could have brought down a cone of silence over Trump's fat fucking head.
Watch your mouth, but yeah.
I believe the end of American civilization. Now I may be doing Whitby Field, so does it matter who you do now?
Chris Wallace, honestly, Chris Wallace, I thought would be the best person for this particular job. I really did, and after saying that, he probably still is. So let's not have any more of them.
I mean, in this debate, the president stood in front of everybody on every network in an official presidential debate and said, don't believe the election results. The ballots are all fake. The mail-in ballots are fake. I'm not going to accept them. The Proud Boys are on standby.
Stand by, yeah.
So what's he got to do on the next debate?
I don't know how
to have them storm.
I don't know. Yeah, it's dangerous to let him go on TV and say things.
Yes, at this point, it is too dangerous to have presidential debates. Now, I don't know if that's what Trump wants. I don't know if that's what Republicans want.
Yeah,
to have no more debates. But who the fuck knows what he's going to say next time?
I don't need to hear it, whatever it is, because it's probably just going to be whatever it may be. Somehow he'll work in, not condemning white supremacists, and he'll probably at some point say this entire election is invalid. That's enough right there to not let him do it anymore.
The next is supposed to be a town hall.
Oh, good Lord.
So maybe he'll jump in and insult people's dad. It's hard after 5 years of Trump, after so many years of doing this podcast and reading and going over in detail, discussing with my good friend Jackie Broles, because Jackie, you're the only friend I have right now, and I need to cling on to somebody. After all these years, I never thought I could still say, honestly, the sentence, it was worse than I thought it would be. I thought that my imagination could conjure up the worst scenarios that came to Donald J. Trump, and that there was nothing that could shock and surprise me anymore. But somehow he still manages to do it. I don't know why I still think there's some of him that wants to be presidential. There's not. Has there ever been a president that is just basically what your racist uncle yells at you when you argue with them?
Scrapes at people. Yeah.
About Trump, but he's Trump. He just sounds like every other asshole.
He literally does.
Blue line sticker.
He literally does because he speaks to in himself in third person all the time.
Does he know he's Trump? Maybe that was what we've been missing this whole time. Maybe this is like a Fight Club scenario, and the whole time there's somebody he thinks is this great, unbeatable, handsome, superb businessman. The president of the United States. Maybe that's why he's so upset. Like, his imaginary friend Trump. And we know that he likes to conjure up imaginary friends. He used to call up the reporters.
Barron.
And say, oh, yeah, I'm Barron. Let me tell you what Trump did. And Barron, he had like 3 or 4 names. He's always, oh, sir. Sir, they said, sir.
I don't think it works as good as it does on the phone at a presidential debate. Unless you consider good letting white supremacists, not just in this country, but all over the world. You think the Proud Boys stood up and said, hey, he said our name, told us to stand back, stand by. Yes, sir, we're going to do it. That crazy people all over the world. Awful, terrible. The worst people you can imagine. And he just made them all happy.
Yeah, the rest of the world's waking up tomorrow looking at this going, Jesus Christ.
It is dangerous to let this man, first off, be president. Sure. Why, yeah. I said that a while back. I still agree with that, yeah. But now it is more, do not give him airtime. Don't put him on TV. You're all going to seem awful. You think, well, I'll look good at least compared to him. You look terrible because you're even giving him the time of day, Chris Wallace. And excuse me, Joe Biden. Why would Joe Biden do that again?
I thought you were a moderator than this, you piece of shit. You pathetic piece of shit. Daddy hated you, you know.
Do you think when he goes when he goes to the mirror, first he calls for him for a little while before he just starts doing it, like to work it up, like, Daddy? Like first, like, did you even watch me? Did you see me tonight?
Daddy, I don't know if they have. I'm really just doing it. I'm still trying to do it.
It's good. It's making me laugh. I can do it. I like it.
It's not going to come tonight. I just see him in a dark cemetery somewhere going, like, you know, you didn't have to put up with things like this when you, I mean, just, sir, when he was just screaming that. I mean, it's not like Trump's strong. This is a good lesson for almost everybody who thinks they look strong. 90% of the time, you just look like an asshole.
But like Eddie,
I really handled that. Yeah, you just look like an asshole. I think I really pressed him in the meeting today. No, you just look like an asshole. Well, I told that guy where he could get off it. No, you just look like an asshole.
If they pin you to the wall by asking about white supremacists, this is what you do. Call out for their help. Who do you think told him that, Giuliani or Chris Christie? Which one of them told him that?
Can he fire them? They're just helping out, right? He can't. They were volunteer positions.
I hope they got paid up front because, yeah. Wait a minute. Maybe it wasn't maybe it's not even the white supremacist question needs to be asked anytime, no matter what the question is. Global warming, whatever. Law and order. Just, if you don't know the answer, scream out. Proud Boys. Stand back, stand by.
I just want to clarify. If it's Giuliani, he always gets paid up front. I already stopped by and saw Clarice in the office because I needed my check before I went. The problem was I didn't have any potato salad in my mouth all morning, so I needed to stop and get some potato salad so that when I was talking, the little bits of it.
How much you reckon Fox News pays him to go on there and sweat?
Man, Trump didn't look. Trump was damp tonight.
That sweat going through paint is worse. It almost starts streaking.
He did say, like,
look,
Biden, he's strong to some people.
Biden looked 200 damn years old and a hell of a lot better than Trump did. I mean, physical appearance.
Didn't start off great. It's just depressing and angering. By the end of it, it was pretty dark.
Yeah.
And I thought I was watching Hungarian television. So things are going great in this country. I used to think they needed to put civics classes back in high school, but now that seems like a waste of time. Just put everybody in shop. Let them build Mad Max cars, because that's really all we need. That's where education you need.
We need to have those now. I will say there may be one good thing come out of this debate, and that will be the vice presidential debate, because all Pence is going to have to answer to is everything we just saw tonight.
Yes. And Kamala Harris is the one going to be calling them out on it.
That one might be entertaining. I don't know about that town hall. I can't say. I don't know.
You just hope the third debate, though, let's just say, and that's the one in Nashville.
Oh, good Lord.
That you've already pledged that you would attend, right, Jackie?
No, that's too damn close to me. Hell with that. I don't even want no.
I don't like the fact that we got Ben Shapiro coming to Nashville, Tony Loren, Tony Loren, what's her name, in Nashville. I don't like the fact that Kid Rock's got a damn that asshole he runs around with on Lower Broad there. I don't like this conservative beachhead. What am I talking about? Nashville.
It's always been that. It's just, more.
Yeah, but now they're assholes.
Yeah, more of them. Yeah, and bigger ones, louder ones. Yeah, I agree with you on that. We got enough already. Tennessee really don't need it anymore.
No, I don't like the idea of Trump coming in Who knows what sort of bullshit he's going to pull before the debate. We'll have to see how they feel about it tomorrow. He may pull out. I mean, he's already sowing chaos. He's already ruined the election.
I hope he does pull out. I don't. Well, nobody will gain anything from that except white supremacists.
Yeah.
The only people that sat there through the whole thing and had a moment where they got on their feet and said, "Yeah," was when he said, "Proud Boys, stand back, stand by, whatever the hell." That's who wins.
10 years ago.
What?
Remember 10, 15 years ago when had debates and they had YouTube people on them, and that was the biggest.
That was it. Yeah,
people were worried about that.
But people said that was childish at CNN. You remember to have YouTube debates? It was childish, and let's be honest, it was, and unhelpful to have.
It was
people like ourselves ask questions of the candidates. Mm-hmm. Complete waste of time. We'll be the first people to admit that.
Joe Biden agrees with us.
Yeah. I don't think anybody needs us to tell them that the country is completely screwed at this point. I don't. Do you need our help to say that?
No.
I would assume you're already saying it. If you got 2 working brain cells in your damn head, you say it to yourself. At least once a day. At least once. Don't obsess over it like my old ass. But at least once a day, you go, "Oh yeah, we are totally screwed." That's right. I forgot. I guess you all should vote, even though the president is telling you that it's pointless to do so, but I would still go do it.
I mean, it can't hurt.
Might as well try it. I mean, you're right. When it's all said and done, he will absolutely tell you that it does not count. Don't be sitting, concerned and waiting. Is he going to do this? Is he going to do that? No, he ought to, like everything else, he ought to set it. So don't let him.
Just to spite him.
Yeah, just to spite him. I know it. I know this vote don't count, but by God, I'm going to go down there and do it anyhow. That's the attitude we got to have if we're going to get through this.
Thanks, everybody, for stuck around to hear our take on the debate. It's not so much a take as it is a plaintive wail of despair.
Hell with this.